Hello, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition into the UK to be as smooth as possible. In this video, I'll be taking you on a step-by-step process of completing a spouse visa online. A spouse visa is under the family route to settlement. It is a 5-year route to settlement in the UK. After your first application, you are given 2.5 years to work and live in the UK. After that, you would have to renew your visa application before it expires by extending it for 2.5 years. Then you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. And you don't need to wait a year after your indefinite leave to remain has been approved before you can apply for British citizenship. I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you ask me, when should you start preparing your mind, your documents, and everything you need before you submit a spouse visa application? I would say start preparing at least 6 months or 7 months. Remember that when it comes to meeting the financial requirements to get your spouse visa approved, if you decide to use cash, the cash should be under your control for at least 6 months in your bank account. It means that if your family is supporting you towards meeting your financial requirement by offering you cash as gift, it should be under your control for at least 6 months. A video about the challenges I experienced while carrying out this application is here. Please click here. Please like, share, subscribe, and let's get into this video. First, Google spouse visa extension application UK. Then click on family visas, apply, extend, or switch. Once the page opens, please read carefully about what you need to do to complete this application. You can see it says apply as a partner or spouse. When you click on this link, it takes you to a page where you would see the eligibility requirements. It states that your partner must be a British or Irish citizen and have settled in the UK. There are other qualities. Please read that carefully. It also states what you will need to prove. If you read the information stated in this page carefully, it will prepare you to make a good application. Scrolling down the page, you would see how to apply. There is a link for application if you're outside the UK or inside the UK. So I clicked on the link that says you must apply online in the UK. On the next page, it says application to remain in the UK on the basis of family life or private life. It shows the option of applying as a parent, or you could apply as a child. Then read everything on this page and scroll down to the bottom of the page. You can see where it says apply. Just know that you can use the same application form to apply as a partner or a parent or a child. However, as you apply and choose these options, it generates questions that are linked to your circumstance. Let's start this application. Click on apply now. After that, it shows you your location page. It is the beginning of your application and is divided into 7 sections. Start, application, finance, documents, declaration, pay, further actions. Going back to the question, are you currently in the UK? You click on the right answer, which is yes, then save and continue. Do you currently have an application with the Home Office for leave to remain for which you have not received a decision? Click on the right button and click on save and continue. Basis of your application. Your relationship or private life is the basis of your application to remain in the UK. What is your relationship to the person you are applying to remain with in the UK? I clicked on partner, then proceeded to the next page. The next page says your current visa or leave to remain. Is your current entry clearance or leave to remain as the partner of one of the following? When I clicked on yes, this popped up. Were you originally granted leave on the basis of an application made before 9th of July 2012 as a partner on the family route? I clicked on no. I typed in my email address on the next page and created a password. And then it says a verification email has been sent to me. I clicked on the link in my email and then signed into the government website. After the email has been verified, I clicked on continue button and then it takes me to this page. Who does this email belong to? The applicant, an immigration advisor based in the UK, or someone else? So I'm the applicant, so I clicked on the applicant. Next, do you have an immigration advisor based in the UK? I clicked on no. Save and continue to the next page. Your duty is to give all reasons for staying in the UK. So you have to tick on the box. I understand I must provide all my reasons for wanting to stay in the UK on this application and will do so. Click on save and continue. Then it takes you to this page where you check all your answers. Let's get into the second section called application. Answer questions about the applicant. It takes you to the next page. Here you fill in your title, given name and family name. On the next page, the question is, in addition to the names already provided, are you now or have you ever been known by another name? Answer this question correctly and takes you to the next page. Confirm that this is the applicant's contact email. We will use this to contact you about your application and may use it to contact you about your immigration status. Save and continue to the next page. Put in your telephone number. Answer the question, is this number for whilst you're in the UK or is it for whilst you are outside the UK? On the next page, put in your postcode and select your house number. Save and continue. Next, what is your sex as shown in your passport or travel document? Then answer the question, what is your relationship status? Then click on save and continue. This next page asks for your country of nationality, country of birth, place of birth and date of birth. Fill in the correct answer and then click on save and continue. Answer the question, do you have a valid passport? Provide your passport number, issuing authority, issue date, as well as the expiry date. Then tick on I can provide this passport if required. Save and continue. Your identity card for your home country. Do you have a valid national ID card? So you answer this question correctly and move to the next page. Your other nationality. Do you currently hold or have you ever held any other nationality or citizenship? Answer this question correctly. The next page has this question. Do you have a current UK visa, entry, clearance, or grant of leave? So you answer yes or no. What UK visa, entry, clearance, or grant of leave do you have? If you have a spouse visa, put it in there. Your visa or leave to remain. What is the start date of your current visa or leave to remain? You put in the day, the month, and the year. And what is the end date of your current visa or leave to remain? Do the same and save and continue to the next page. Answer the question, what type of visa, leave to enter or remain or other permission do you have to be in the UK? My answer is family, so I move to the next page. Your current leave to remain. On what basis did you apply for your current visa, leave to enter or remain or other permission? Read through the options given and tick the right answer. This information is on your immigration document. Save and continue to the next page. Time lived in the UK. How long have you lived in the UK? Provide the number of years and the months. On the next page, it says time spent outside the UK. Have you been out of the UK since you started living here? If your answer is yes, please provide details of the time spent outside the UK. You would have to provide date you left the UK, day, month, and year. Date you returned to the UK, day, month, and year. Reason for this period of absence. You will be able to enter additional time outside the UK after you select save and continue. On the next page, click on no if you have no more dates to include. Next, provide other countries you've lived in. Have you previously lived in a country outside the UK, including your country of birth? If you say yes, then provide the details of that country you lived in, date you lived there from, date you lived there to, reason you lived there, and then save and continue. On the next page, the question is about your family or friends. What family or friends do you have in the country where you were born and or any other country whose nationality you hold? On the next page, leaving the UK. If you were required to leave the UK, what country would you go to? After providing the name of the country, are there any factors which would make it difficult or impossible for you to integrate and establish a private life in that country? If the answer is yes, please explain fully. Go down the page. You will see optionally, I will provide the following documents. So tick evidence to support my claim. It will be difficult or impossible to integrate and establish a private life outside the UK. Click on the green button and it takes us to the next page, which talks about biometric residence permit. So do you have a biometric residence permit? You say yes. Then enter your permit number and then you can save and continue. On the next page, please provide your national insurance number. Next, answer the question, do you have a degree that was taught in English? If the answer is yes, please provide the country your degree was taught in. On the next page is proof of your degree. What will you use to prove your degree taught in English? I clicked on degree certificate and clicked on save and continue. How did you enter the UK? I clicked on order and then provided details. When did you enter the UK? I provided the day, month and year. Next is immigration history. For either the UK or any other country, have you ever been? There's a list of things you have to choose from. If your answer is yes, you'll be asked more questions on the next page. Details of an immigration problem. Give details of what happened. So choose one of the options. Key in the country. Answer this question. When did this immigration problem happen? By providing the month, the year. Then give more details of what happened. Next, other immigration problems. Do you have any more immigration problems for either the UK or any other country to declare? Answer the convictions and penalties question. Next, answer the war crimes question. Save and continue to the next page. Answer the terrorism activities question, terrorist organizations question, terrorist views question. Answer the person of good character question. Next, do you have any Home Office reference number? If you say yes, provide that number. These series of questions will be directed at your current partner. What is the name of your current partner? Provide title, given names, family names. Save and continue to the next page. On the next page, your partner's name. Is your partner known by another name? Next, date of birth and nationality of your partner. You must enter all the nationalities they hold. Provide the day, month, and year they were born. Key in your partner's national insurance number. On the next page, answer the question, what is your relationship to your partner? Then tick the box, I confirm I will provide a marriage certificate or a reasonable equivalent. Answer the question, is your partner currently residing in the UK? Next question, what is your partner's basis for living in the UK? Under the option British citizen, answer the question, how long have they had British citizenship? Then tick the box, I confirm I will provide evidence of my partner's immigration status in the UK. Carefully read all the details here, then click on save and continue. Next, partner location. Will your partner be in the UK on the date of application? Answer that question correctly. Extending or switching to a partner route. Answer the question, is this the first time you have applied for a partner route or an extension with your current partner? If your answer is no, the question generated will be under reason for extension. Please choose the reason you are applying for the extension. This includes if you are switching to a partner visa from another type. Then provide applicant's previous partners. Have you previously been married or in a civil partnership? After answering this question, under applicant's children, do you have any children of 18 years old or under? So answer correctly. If you say yes, then answer this question correctly. Are all of your children applying with you in this application? If you say no, then the next question asks is, why are all of your children not applying with you as part of this application? Next, you are to provide applicant's child not applying, title, given names, family name, then country of nationality, date of birth, country of birth, place of birth. On the next page, the question is, what is their sex as shown in their passport or travel document? What is their relationship status? Next, parental responsibility for your child. Provide details of the role you take in your child's upbringing, including details of your parental responsibility or access arrangements. Next, answer the question, do they have a passport? If the answer is yes. Next, provide your child's passport details. Provide their passport number or travel document reference number, place of issue, issue date, and expiry date. If your child does not have a passport, move to the next page. On this next page, you'll be asked about your child's living arrangements. Who does your child normally live with? So after answering this question, you move to the next page. What languages can your child speak? There is an option to add another language. After this, answer questions about your child's extended family. Does this child have extended family in the UK? If you say yes, answer the questions below. Please list all extended family members this child has in the UK that are not included in this application. If you left the UK, do you and your children have family or friends in the country you would return to? If the answer is yes, please provide details of these family and friends. For example, their names, relationship to the child, and where they live. Next question. Was your child born in the UK? Next, has the child ever visited or lived in another country? On the next page, you are asked, who is their other parent? Your partner's name will appear as the first option. Tick the following boxes. I confirm I will provide evidence of where my child's other parent lives, such as utility bills and evidence of my child's birth certificates. Next question. Does anyone else have parental responsibility for your child? Next, who is financially responsible for your child? You, your partner, or other? On the next page, would you like to provide any other information about your child? If you say yes, please provide details. You have the option of including other non-applying children in this application. On the next page, answer this question. Has your partner been previously married or in a civil partnership? Next page, does your partner have any other children in the UK that are not applying on this application? Next, is your partner financially responsible for supporting anyone you have not already given details for? Next, you'll be answering questions about your relationship. Have you met your partner? When did you first meet your partner? When did your relationship begin? The next question is, where did you first meet your current partner? On the next page, answer the question, what languages do you speak fluently? You can add many languages. Next, what languages do you and your partner use to communicate with each other? Next, do you and your partner have any shared financial responsibilities? If the answer is yes, please list your shared financial responsibilities and how much you each pay each month. Next question. Do you or your partner have any physical or mental conditions which require at-home personal care or medical assistance? Next question. Do you or your partner have any learning disabilities? Next, living with your partner. Do you and your partner currently live together? If yes, when did you start living together in a relationship? Provide the month and the year. Where have you lived together? You have to provide your house number, town or city, and postcode. Then tick the box that confirms I will provide items of correspondence addressed to applicant and sponsor at the same address as evidence. You have been living together since your last grant of leave in this category or from the date you first started living together, covering the last 2 years. If you and your partner live with relatives or friends for some or all of the 2-year period, please provide a letter from the relatives and or friends confirming this. Confirm it by ticking the box. Next page, have you lived with your partner continuously for 2 years? Next, are you and your partner married in a civil partnership? If you click on yes, when did you marry or enter a civil partnership? You have to provide the day, the month, and the year. Where did you marry or enter a civil partnership? The next question is, what type of ceremony was your wedding or civil partnership? Last question. Is or was it an arranged marriage? On the next page, you have to answer this question. Have you lived with your partner since your marriage or civil partnership? Please provide details of any periods when you had not lived with your partner since marriage or civil partnership and any reasons why you had not done so. Next, have you lived anywhere other than your current address during the past 2 years that you have not already entered on this application? Next is question about living arrangements. Do you intend to live with your partner permanently in the United Kingdom? If the answer is yes, where do you plan to live together in the UK? After this, answer the question, could you and your partner live together outside the UK if necessary? Please explain why. Next question, were you related to your partner before you became partners? That brings us to the end of this section. It is the longest section here. Carefully check your answers and click on continue. You can add another applicant if you want. Let's go into finance section. First question, does your partner currently receive any of these benefits? So go through them and tick on the one that best suits you. Next, is your partner currently sponsoring any additional children? Next is financial requirements. The question is, will you be able to prove that the financial requirement is met? Next, what types of income will you rely on to meet the financial requirement? Tick the types of income you will rely on. Next, add employment income for applicant or sponsor. On the next page, what is your current job title? What type of employment is this? When did the current employment begin? Day, month, and year. Scroll down to answer the question, have they been employed by the same employer for the last 6 months prior to the date of application? What is their annual income before tax for this employment in pounds? On the next page, what is the name of the employer, company address, town and city, province or state, country, company phone number, and finally, company email address. Next, add a previous job for sponsor. Do you want to add a previous job from within the last 12 months? If your answer is yes, you would have to answer the same questions about this job. Save and continue to the next page. Still under finance, evidence required for sponsor. I will provide all of the following documents as evidence. Since I selected cash as a type of income to meet my financial requirement, this popped up, cash savings. It states add cash savings in the name of and solely in the control of applicant, sponsor, applicant and sponsor. Tick the option that best suits you. On the next page, answer the question, when was the account opened? Provide the month and year. What amount of savings are held in the account in GBP? Here's the tricky part. Only include funds that have been in your account for the last 6 months, or where you have liquidated or transferred eligible assets or funds that you have owned and controlled for 6 months. As you scroll down, he asks, what name is the account held under? What is the account number? Name of the bank or building society? I will provide the following evidence of this account. Tick the boxes for personal bank statements and a declaration. Make sure you read Appendix FMSE on the government website. Next question, do you own or rent your home? If you click on I own, you will be asked this question, how much mortgage do you pay each month? Tick on the box, I will provide evidence of monthly house costing for the accommodation in the UK where you live or will live. Tick on the next box. I will provide evidence of council tax cost for the accommodation in the UK where you live or will live. Next, enter the number of rooms in your house, bedrooms, other rooms. Does anyone other than your partner and children live with you at the property? Next question. Do you or any of your dependents own any property outside the UK? Still under finance. Business interests outside the UK. Do you or any of your dependents have any business interests outside the UK? Finally, the last question for the finance section. Are there any other income sources you would like to include towards maintenance? It's time to check your answers. Go through every single thing here. Make changes to any mistake you've made. Thank you so much for watching till this stage. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends and those people that will benefit from this. I made this video specifically for spouse visa applicants. Now click on the continue button and we go to the fourth section, which is documents. The first question here is about other information about your children. Would your children be affected if your application was refused? If you click on yes, please provide details. On this next page, you can check all your answers and make sure you correct every mistake you made. A video about the supporting documents checklist is above here. Click on that link above. Let's move to the fifth section, declaration. Verification consent. Declaration of consent for the Home Office to request verification checks. Then tick the box. The sixth section is pay. You would have to pay for immigration health surcharge first. Go to the next page. Agree to the declaration. Please, guys, look at your work very well. Make sure you correct all the mistakes because after you've paid, you can't make any corrections to this application. IHS cost £1,560. This leads us to the last section, which is further actions. You can download consent form, declaration form. It states, attend an appointment to provide your documents and biometrics by so date. Once you click on the book appointment, it will take you to a website where you can book an appointment and pay for your visa. You can also pay for services such as document scanning services. I know this video is a very long one, but I wanted to be as detailed as possible so that you can prepare all the documents and information that you need in order to submit this application. I wish you the best in your application. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video with as many people that will benefit from it. and see you in my next one. Bye.